had bloody awful skin as a teenager. Not uncommon, but still distressing. I hid my fear, my anger and my shame behind long blonde hair and inch-thick makeup. Teenage acne, the doctors said, "Here, take this pill." And so I did. Later in my teenage years, I worked part-time in a pharmacy, and I'd see the same antibiotic dispensed for hardcore chest infections. A single box was dispensed each time. But here I was, taking the same antibiotic twice a day, every day for years, with only modest improvements to my skin. There had to be a better way. It was only after an unrelated infection several years later that scans showed that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome. And finally, and unintentionally, the underlying cause for my bloody awful skin was revealed. But again, the doctors said, "Here, take this pill," the contraceptive pill this time. And so I did, all the while desperately wondering if the underlying PCOS would affect my fertility or trigger diabetes. It was only when I went to a naturopath in my mid-20s that the tide began to change. My naturopath sat with me for an hour and we talked about the food that I ate, my sleep habits, my stress levels, my bowel movements, family history and more. And after further tests, we put together a plan that treated the underlying cause. Not only did I take a course of herbal medicine, but she taught me how to manage the intricacies of PCOS through the food I ate and my lifestyle. 6 months later, I had clear skin, regular periods, and I had a further scan and there was no evidence of the PCOS. I'd effectively cured myself. My treatment was low cost, there was no intervention, it was gentle, and most of all, it taught me how to handle the condition without the need for pills. It really showed that with the right care, the body can heal itself. Like teenage acne, PCOS is relatively common, particularly in women who are experiencing infertility. It affects between 12 and 18% of women of reproductive age. And in 70% of these cases, it's undiagnosed. Imagine if every pimply teenager and every woman experiencing infertility could be supported to identify and treat the underlying cause of their condition. Imagine what tears of frustration, anger and shame could be avoided and could be replaced with smiles. And imagine if every person with high blood pressure or another chronic illness could be supported to stop taking their medication and instead use food as medicine. And again, imagine if every person in this room, in this city and beyond, could be supported to not just treat their existing illness, but also prevent future illness through treating their physical, mental, emotional, genetic, environmental and social health. What a difference it would make to individuals, to families and to communities. It is my personal experience and this vision is why I'm studying naturopathy. I'm early in my journey to becoming a naturopath, still in my first year of study of a 4-year degree. But I believe to become a naturopath is a privilege. To sit with a client and support them to achieve ongoing good health with gentle methods really is a privilege. And it's a privilege that will be in high demand as community expectations drive modern medicine to not just focus on treating illness, but to promoting health. In 2008, approximately 262 million scripts were written in Australia, mostly for chronic illnesses like high blood pressure and cholesterol. On the figures, that's 12 scripts per person. I imagine that many of you in this room relate to that. Not every illness can be treated with naturopathy, but many can. And not every illness needs to exist in the first place. Identifying the underlying cause of illness and treating it with gentle methods really can work. It is the path to the future. It is the path to great health. Thank you.